And the director of Hispanic engagement at the American Principles Project, Alfonso Aguilar. He's also served as chief for the U.S. Office of Citizenship under President George W. Bush. Good morning, Mr. Aguilar.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
This is an important topic. We definitely want to get to as much information as we possibly can. ICE agents are not conducting raids, but targeted operations. What's the difference?
Right. Well, that means that they're not doing sweeping raids in neighborhoods where they're detaining people throughout a neighborhood that look like illegal immigrants. What they're doing is they're going after specific individuals. They're going to arrest specific individuals at specific locations. It may be, however, that when they enter a location to go after that person, they do encounter somebody else who is illegal immigrant. So you may have some collateral arrest, but the primary target are individuals that have been charged with criminal activity or have been convicted, and they're going to specific locations. So this in no way are raids. And it's important to clarify because there's a lot of fear mongering out there, you know, making sound that ICE is just roaming through neighborhoods to pick up people, and that's really not what's happening.
Mr. Aguilar, I said to Alicia when I introduced her that it had some people on edge. Is that a fair statement to make? If those people, there are people who have not committed crimes, like the ones who are part of this targeted operation, are there others who should be nervous, or are there others who are nervous?
I mean, obviously, if you're illegally in the country, I understand that you're going to be on edge. But this is the result of 4 years of a very responsible policy of open borders, of letting in literally millions of people into the country, many involved in criminal activity, but many who may be good people, but who cannot be absorbed and integrated properly into our cities and communities because we don't have the resources. So it has been, you know, the past years have been extraordinary in terms of allowing people, illegal people into the country. Now we need extraordinary measures to remove many of them. So I understand they're on edge, but this is the situation that we have, and we have to send a clear message to dissuade people who are thinking of coming illegally to the country not to make that dangerous trip to our southern border, because if you try to enter and you enter, you're going to be removed.
And Mr. Aguilar, we've seen some of the images of those agents gathering before they actually knock on the door and make entrance. As far as I know, none of these have resulted in any type of violence. It seems as though those who have been taken into custody have cooperated. What is the timeline here? Once an illegal immigrant is arrested and taken into custody, how long does it take to deport them back to their country?
Right. It varies. I think many, perhaps most, need to go before an immigration judge before being removed. So it may take some time. It may take months to remove some of these people. Now, however, some under expedited removal procedures that have been allowed now to be used internally may be removed immediately. But it's going to depend on each case.
Mr. Aguilar, once again, thank you so much for joining us this morning and helping us to break this down and to put some who may have been on edge at ease. Mr. Aguilar, thank you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.